Alright, this is going to be part 2 of my playthrough of this mod. Man, look at this couch. Wouldn't this couch be comfortable to sleep on? Maybe a little moldy, but this looks pretty cozy to me. This whole setup is very nice to me. But, so, let's go ahead and save the game real quick. Got ourselves a shotgun now. Cool feature of this mod is that you got a little watch on your wrist. Oh, if you hit T, you can also change the color filter of it. I can go with the one that kind of goes with the previous way the mod looked. Black and white one. Highest saturation. Sepia tone. And then default, which we'll stick with because I'm assuming that's the intended, vision of the mod maker. But if you press H, you get to check your character's watch. It would be cool if it was always visible. That'd be a cool feature, but it's not, sadly. But being able to check the time like that is pretty nifty. So yeah, finished looting the rookie village now. So while we're down here, let's go check out that stash over yonder, and then we'll head up to the vehicle station afterwards. And yeah, so let's hit it. So it appears we received some contact from another stalker. So our next order of business should be going to check that out. Looking for some sort of contacts in the zone would be useful. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what the button is to wipe the screen. U? Yes, it is U. If you hit U when it's raining out, you can wipe the raindrops off your screen, which is useful. Stalker, thanks for responding. What happened? What are you doing here? Help me get the artifact from the field, please. I really need it right now. Just get the artifact? What, you can't do it yourself? Just look at all those anomalies. I'm not too keen on heading in there just yet, but I need the artifact that's lying there. I picked it up with my detector. You seem experienced, so help me out. Please. On exchange, I'll give you my detector. That's all I can offer. You're really something else. Next time, no one's going to do the work for you, but I'll help you out. The detector won't hurt to have. So, were we seeing a phantom? What was going on there? Alright, this is going to be kind of hard to read for y'all, so I'm going to read it out loud. My first real mission, bring Sidorovich an artifact. I've been to the garbage, the Dark Valley, nothing. But now, I'm back at the cordon, and damn, here's the damn artifact. Or at least I can see it now, but I can't get to it. Feels like an mission is coming. No worries, I can get it. Just a few meters to the village and I can make it. Gotta be careful though. So, I guess this guy got wiped in the mission as well. And somehow we saw a vision of him in the past, I guess. Alright, so now we're heading up to the railway bridge, but before we go there, we should stop by this stash. BDA. Now remember, this place didn't always look so abandoned. Back then, those dumb soldier bastards were running the show here until our guys drove them out. I think there was some mercenary too, the one who turned the whole zone upside down. Maybe he even helped us back then. They say memories help calm me down a bit. Maybe it's just that when you focus on one thing, it's easier to relax. Either way, hope this place doesn't end up being my grave. I can feel it in my gut. They're waiting for me at the bridge. They're waiting. I'll sit tight until nightfall. Then I'll try to make my way out. Well, now we have both the artifacts needed to get to this stash. Apparently it's trapped behind them. A couple of artifacts, anomalies, and if you drop a jellyfish or a wrench in the anomaly at the front, it'll disappear for a couple of days. So now we got all the shit to get in there. That's why stashes are very important to gather in the early game. And throughout, basically, they do actually give you items that you can use to complete side activities and unlock areas of the map. This is by far, I think, my favorite save point you can find in this mod. This spot is just very lovely to me. Get this nice panoramic view of Corden. The radio music is chill. Man. It's moments like this that make you love stalking, man. This is fucking awesome. Alright, about to hit 20 minutes here on my timer, so I figured I'd stop here and read this diary entry and then cut the recording and pick up the next part right away. So, Predator's PDA, found it up on the bridge with that skeleton there. He's not going anywhere. I'm staking out the rat at the railway bridge. I can sit here all day and all night. I reckon he'll make his move at night, thinking he can slip away unnoticed. But my night vision scope doesn't think so. Man, I'm rambling. Anyway, as long as nothing gets in my way, like, say, a sudden emission, nah, not this time. I won't miss my chance. And, evidently they both got by the emission. But yeah, next part, we'll start off by checking out the stash of the sales representative over here, and then we'll continue on to the northern checkpoint to finish our initial investigation of the zone. Or of Corden, rather.